I understand that you were a recent patient at St. Luke's Baptist Hospital with Baptist Health System. And so I understand you were there in January. Can you tell us about why you were at the hospital?
Yes, ma'am. On January 11th, I had a stroke, a CVA, on the left side of my head.
Okay, okay. So how did you know that you were having a stroke?
If it wasn't for my wife asking me questions and me not answering, I probably would not have known. The only indication that I had was a little bit of eye trouble focusing on the TV, but I was already blind in the right eye, and occasionally I get a little bit of a issue in the left eye. So I just thought it was a normal everyday thing. And apparently she was standing in front of me asking me questions, and I did not even see her, did not hear her. And that was the main indication to her that something was wrong. As far as I was concerned, it was just my eyesight that was just doing its normal thing.
Did she take you to the hospital, or did she call 911? Which actions did your family take?
At that point, she took me to the hospital. Which is probably not what you're supposed to do. You should call 911. That's what we learned afterwards. Yeah, she initially did what was natural to her and got me down to the car. I was still able to walk. My right side was functional. It just wasn't listening to my every command. It was my arm would fall down when I reached for the doorknob. That kind of thing. But yeah, the initial response was get me to the car and get me to the hospital. They initiated the TPA, and it took effect actually for a couple of minutes. I was speaking normal again. I was that's the other thing. My responses were so all over the place that it didn't make any sense. But initially it worked at BAMC, and then it didn't, and then it went back to what it was, and then they transferred me to St. Luke's after that.
Okay. Did the transfer happen on the same day, or was it the next day?
It was quiet and dark when I first got there. I didn't know what to expect, but as soon as I got there, a whole team came out, led by Dr. Mascatelli, and he immediately got me into where they needed me, and did the thrombectomy immediately, and it was night and day. I mean, they every aspect that they needed to cover, every bit of information, even if I understood it or not, they still let me know what was going on. By the time my wife had gotten there from BAMC, they were already done with the thrombectomy. They were already completely finished. When she walked in, Dr. Mascatelli walked out and go, "Oh, he's good. He's good to go." And I remember him finishing and slapped me on the shoulder, going, "All right, you're good to go, bud." And I was like, during the whole procedure, I remember thinking, I know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. You know, I was in that state where I just couldn't fully comprehend what was happening to me. And but yeah, they did everything. I mean, everything possible. It did not. As scared as I was, that fear started going away. The more I heard them communicate, the more I saw that they knew exactly what they were doing, and the knowledge was just flowing back and forth from everybody in the room. It was nice, very nice.
I do want to ask, so you did talk about, Dr. Mascatelli performed the thrombectomy and said you were good. How has your recovery been? Were you in the hospital for much longer, or did you get discharged pretty quickly?
I was out. I was in by Sunday and I was out by Wednesday. So 3 days. But I was moving and back to speaking normally the next morning. So the whole thing took about 3 days. And since then, it's been getting better and better. Still some lingering symptoms that they came afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the initial part of it, it was pretty quick and pretty positive. Um, I've been in the military system my whole life, my whole adult life, and that's all I've known. And I thought that they were excellent.
Mm-hmm.
When I went into St. Luke's that day and the 3 or 4 days, I realized that there was another step, another level, from the cleaning staff to every nurse that I've had, nurse's assistant, everybody there. It was just amazing. They were knowledgeable. They were caring. We left, I think, like 10 different reviews on 10 different people. We forgot names. I mean, it was, yeah, it was something that I had never experienced. And it was, I was very grateful, obviously, for everything that they gave me.
We're just so glad to be able to be talking to you today, and glad that your recovery seems to have been progressing along. Glad that you had an excellent experience. And Mr. Garcia, I just want to say thank you so much for talking with me today. We really think that this is an important message to share with our audience, with just the public at large, just to let them know that stroke is an emergency. It's something that needs to be addressed immediately. Timing is so critical. Again, the acronym FAST, face, arms, speech. If you notice slurred speech, that's a warning sign. And then
Yes.
T for timing. Timing is just so critical. Well, Mr. Garcia, thank you so much. Again, we really appreciate it. And for our audience, if you do have any other questions or need more information about stroke, you can visit us at our website at baptisthealthsystem.com, or you can also visit our social platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Mr. Garcia, thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you.